I was in that same area that I was just talking about, Santa Fe, in Gran Avenida, and and we had a pretty less effective, not very efficient just day. We didn't really get too much done. It seemed like our efforts were kind of wasted. And so we were just like kind of scurrying to figure out what should we do by the end of the night. Where could we go to teach? What should we, what could we do at the time? And and as a missionary, you're very protected, and I believe that you're guided by angels, and that like angels speak by the power of the Holy Ghost. We're constantly following the Holy Ghost as we are in the mission. So angels will whisper things to us to help us to know where to go or where not to go. And so I was just kind of scurrying, thinking like, what should we do? Like, we're not going to like teach any lessons. It's like a waste of a day or whatever. And I just felt like we needed to go visit this member family. And I thought that would be like, they're super strong in the gospel. Like, they don't really need us. Like, they would probably just give us food, and it might be kind of a waste of time, But I felt really strongly we need to go there. So we went and we visited the Familia Gallardo, and he was one of the counselors in the bishopric, and it took forever. It was like a really long, we started talking to him, and it wasn't really like, nothing really came out of it. It didn't seem like we were getting any. I mean, it was like good. It was like, establishing, good relationships and friendships. But we already had that established pretty well. And so I just like, I don't know why we're here, and I told him even, I was like, I feel like we need to be here for some reason, and I'm not really sure why. And I was like, do you know why? And the hermano was like, I don't know, Elder. and so we left, basically trying to get home on time because it took so long. And it was like we were trying to just get out the door, but he just kept kind of talking about things, and you'll see that happens a lot with Chileans. They like to talk, and so you don't want to be rude, but we were just trying to get out the door so we could get home on time. And so we left, and on the way home, our house was one of those houses that like it was just a big bunch of building, like it was like one level. A lot of people lived in the same house with different doors. It looked like that, at least. And as we walked up to our house, we were on the other end of the house, and on the corner, it was actually an intersection, pretty small intersection, but big enough to like have cars going both ways. And there was actually one of these big, an entire bus, micro, had like embedded itself into the house. Like there was I guess it had a choque with one of the taxis, and the taxi was like in the tree, and then the bus was inside of the house. And if we would have come any sooner than that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we would have gotten hit or if we would have been inside or what, but I know we were protected, and like we didn't get hit by the bus or the taxi in the tree or anything. And so it was really neat to know that, like, the mission isn't always just about like changing other people's lives, but that God's teaching us that He cares just as much about our lives as He does about the lives of His children that are there. So that was a big lesson I learned while I was there, that like He loves me so